We have 15 days before this car goes to one of you. It sounds like dog ass. What is up? What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This video, Mustang's going back together. Stay tuned. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, and so that's why we're doing all of this. As you see, the old mini spool disintegrated.
2,000 years later.
So we did a thing. 240 bucks. We did a thing. We got a press. So, excuse the mess, of course, every video. But we're gonna go ahead and press this old bearing off. I'm gonna grab this shim out from underneath here, figure out what shim that is, and we're gonna use that on our new pinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up our handy dandy little separator, and I'm gonna press it out. It's my first time ever owning the press. I'm super excited. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that you don't know you need it till you have it, and then once you have it, you ain't never gonna not use it. But it's late. I'm tired. It's Friday night. I worked all day. Anyway, let's get this done, and I think that's all we're gonna do tonight. I'm not gonna go crazy and do a whole bunch of work because I'm tired. I worked all day and it sucked. So press this out. All right, so get the bearing separator on. Now we're just gonna take it over here to the press and press it out. I was super excited about this right up until about this point.
Yes, and no.
Oh yeah, now we're getting somewhere. You know, I probably would have spent the extra 150 bucks if they had a pneumatic one. I was gonna clean out the garage tonight after I set this up, but I didn't, obviously. I'm just waiting on it to fall. I'm wearing flip-flops, so hopefully it doesn't hit my toes. Just pump for hours and hours and hours. Getting ready to fall. Clear the toes. Come on, girl. Come on. Get out of there. Come on. There's no way it's still a press fit all the way up to here. That's hard to believe, ain't it, guys?
The next day.
And we're back. And we got daylight. So, let's get to work. So here's our new to us pinion. Got the bearing and shim pressed on. Just gonna go ahead and clean her on up. Clean this bad boy up. I'm doing this for demonstration purposes because it's on the ground, obviously, but try to get everything out of the teeth so that way it doesn't chew up our brand new to us gear. Hey-ya, 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 hey-ya. You get the point. I'll do that and shove it in. Almost forgot our new crush washer and pinion nut there. And we call that installed. Yep, she's on there. Alright, just put the new ring gear on. Now I'm about to tighten it. I'm gonna use this breaker bar inside of it to hold it still while I tighten it. Some people would probably torque this, but you know, a little bit of Loctite and a good old-fashioned will get the job done. I've never torqued them. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So let's get it nice and tight. Yeah, she is all silky smooth. Everything is good and torqued. Some people call me a hack for that, but literally whatever. The only things I've really ever torqued is main bolt studs rods, and heads. And, you know, a few transmission things like if you gotta adjust the band and it calls for a couple of, you know, 50 inch-pounds, whatever. Obviously, I'll torque that. Everything else I use as race car. Tight. Like even head studs for my big block Mopar, it calls for like 65 foot-pounds. We go to 110. We make sure it's all nice and tight because race car, if it comes loose, I treat these cars like race cars. And if you ever been in a race car, it's not smooth like your truck or your car that you drive most of the time. If you've never been in one, it sounds like it's gonna fly apart at any time. I'm just rambling. I'm tired, y'all. You know, the reason I haven't uploaded, I've been working a lot. You know, so anyway, let's get this cleaned up, and then we'll get it put in the car. Sound like a plan. All right, so now comes the time that we get to borrow our jack handle. We gotta crush the sleeve. All right, so I got the pinion in, the carrier in. Carrier is gonna have to come back out, but it's in for now. But I'm having a little bit of trouble crushing the crush sleeve. I don't have a good way to hold the pinion, but I might have help tomorrow. So we'll see you in the morning. Boop. It's the next day, and Dad's over throwing the fenders. Zoom out a little bit. Throwing the fenders on the 64, so we can start the body work on there. I wanted to get it jammed before we did this because we're gonna have to pull the fenders back off to jam it. But it's way too cold to jam it, and we ain't got enough heat in the shop right now. So plus I'm working on that thing, so he's doing what he can. We gotta start the body work right where we filled up all the trim holes, and like the antenna delete and all that, right where all that got welded up. We're gonna have to body work all that. So it's been together pretty nicely. That gap is pretty good, pretty close. It's a little tight up here at the top, but not bad. I think the door is gonna have to come out a little bit, just a tad. We need just a little shim in the door, and so far so good. Anyway, he brought over a ratchet that has way more teeth on it, so I'm gonna get the ratchet and try to crush that sleeve on the Mustang. So let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's go. Alright, so finally figured it out. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if we can get you in there. So I basically just got my breaker bar wedged in there. Okay, so I'm holding it. Oh, camera cover. We go half. Then you get the nice 1/2 inch ratchet. You can go there, right there, and then you put your pipe on it, and you go just a little bit. It's basically one tooth at a time until you take all the slop out of this guy and it's get a little bit of resistance. As you can tell, there's a little bit of slop in it still. And I think it's supposed to be 15 to 25 or 15 to 30 inch-pounds of preload on it. So basically, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't have the tool to measure. So what I always do on an 8.8 is I get no slop and then a little bit of resistance, and then I call it good. So I've been at it for like, I don't know, a good little bit, and I'm struggling. I'm not really struggling, I just hate it. It sucks, but we're getting it. So jack stand's all on the way. I'm sorry guys, but anyway, that's why this is taking forever for me to get this done. Changing gears in a Fox, especially if the rear end's not in the car, it's way easier. But my rear end's obviously in the car, so kind of sucks. But we'll keep getting it and go from there. All right, guys. So the pinion is good, set. It's got some nice drag to it. I know the pinion's on the other side, but I'm just showing you. It's got some nice drag. So we got a good little bit of backlash right there. So I think it's pretty close. Now, yesterday, if you know at Stock 88, they have these nodular like rings for like spacers, basically to set your backlash. I broke this one. No. But we got shims. Most of the time, whenever people put gear in there, they use shims anyways. So pull this back out one more time. The shim. We'll go ahead and measure this and find the right shims that meet this thickness. Shove them back in, and then we can start putting our clutches in. So go ahead and break this puppy loose and get it on out of there. All right, so the ring is out. As you see, we got shims in. Everything's fitting nice. She's turning pretty good. So that's good. Up next, we got to get the clutches. All right, so everything under there is tight now. Tight, good and tight. German torque specs, good and tight. So, by the way, y'all better love me. It's cold, it's wet. I'm tired. I've worked 6 days this week. Probably work 6 days every week. So, be good to go. Anyway, these are, I left them outside in the rain. I'm sorry, guys. So, these are just the steels. So I'll bust these apart, clean them up, hit them with some WD-40, make sure they don't rust or anything. I got the clutches soaking in some gear oil. They've been in there for a couple of days because we just got the cross pin in yesterday. The first cross pin I ordered, guys, is the wrong one. So if you're doing an 8/8, apparently there's two different kinds for the posi. I don't know what kind of posi this is. I didn't even know there's two different ones. But there's a 7/8 pin and a 3/4 pin. This car's the 3/4 pin. So, the first one I ordered was a 7/8. It was wrong, way too big. So I got 3/4. It's beautiful, fits well. So I'm gonna go ahead, rust prevent these, which I don't think they're gonna rust. They're gonna be in there in gear oil, but idea peace of mind. Get these done. Start stacking clutches. The orders on Google. I already looked at the order. This is probably wrong, but I think it's like steel clutch, steel clutch, steel clutch. That's probably wrong, but just off of memory. But when I'm doing it, I'll have Google pulled up. So yeah, let's get to it. Guys, I found the best way to break them. So they've been sending WD-40. Just no, that didn't work. That didn't work either. Come here. It did work. So, bam, I got one off. So, and just, got another one. It's coming. Oh yeah. And the last one. Like a child. Alright, so we got our steels and our clutches on now, and our shims. So the measurement that I'm getting, alright, so it goes, well, first of all, the order is steel, clutch, steel, clutch, steel, clutch, and then shims. So 0.60, or no, 0.64 to 0.645 is stock. 0.655 is like your performance pack is what they're saying, and this measures out to 0.65 even. So this should be perfect. Should be good traction to both sides. The camera's dirty. Whoa, sorry guys. Yeah. Ha, it's a little bit better. So still super foggy. I'm wet, been laying on the wet ground, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in, and we should be good there. So let's get it. She's in, mother truckers. Hey, everything's in it. Oh boy, now I just gotta finish putting the rest of the car back together. Clean all this shit out. There's still like some metal chunks and stuff in here. We want to make sure we get all of it out so it doesn't mess up this new to us gear. Because I'm gonna be so happy when somebody comes to pick this things up, man. It's gonna make me so happy. So let's get a rag, clean that out. Hey guys, well, it's the next day. It rained. And I was like, oh well, okay, we'll just do it tomorrow. Well, guess what? Guess what? Hey, you can't really tell, but it's still raining. So the only thing we have left to do is exhaust. But since I'm not laying on the cold, wet ground, for obvious reasons, right? It's December. The exhaust is hanging down on the ground. Well, the mufflers, the mid pipe is still not on, but we just need to at least see if it moves. That's the whole purpose of all this. So let's go ahead and like I said, it's open header, so it's not gonna sound good. Probably get a check engine light. Yep, check engine light's on. No O2s. Oh, that sounds rough. Does it move? Oh my god. It moves. We got reverse. We fixed it. We fixed it. One open rev. Oh, one. Here we go. Open header rev. It sounds like dog ass. Alright. If you win this fucking thing, do not run around with open headers. But it's fixed. It's fixed. It smells like ass. And I got a haircut today. I don't know if you can tell. But I'm going to end the video there. I know we didn't finish everything, but I don't want to lay in that. I'm sorry, guys. But this video's out. Car's fixed. The next video is going to be the proper test drive. We have 15 days before this car goes to one of you. 15 days. Today's the 5th. So, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Can't win if you're not subscribed. So, I'm happy. I think it's going to do well. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.